Hello. I think it did refresh. I mean, it did cut off. I did try to stop it. I There was a 7 day trial for the paid plan thing, but I thought it would apply to the current stream. Apparently, it won't. But this one's not gonna get cut off. But I don't read 2 hours. How was everyone's reading sprint? I hope it wasn't as stressful as mine was. I think you're on mute.
Yeah, I am. Okay. Hello again. That's me when I went back to streaming, like doing solo sprints using OBS, and I was so stressed. I was like, why? Like, it's just a matter of scheduling, and like I have to transfer links, whatever. So it's I understand the stress.
Well, hopefully, people are gonna find the new link. I reshared it again on Instagram. I did see a couple of people already joining in. Thanks for the last round. We're gonna have 2 more rounds. We're gonna have 2 more rounds. So if you want to stick around for 2 more, that would be good. Were there no there isn't any issues. It's just that I streamed too much. there's a 20
Ran
hour
out of.
there's a 20-hour limit every month, and I ran out last Friday. So my account hours reset on the 14th of December. So it's gonna be a while. Like it's in a week. That's why I was looking for alternatives because I did not want to pay the monthly. We'll see. Maybe this stress will make me pay the fee next time. Because honestly, because I'm doing the read along sprints every week, and usually those sprints last for about 5 hours, I use up my credits pretty fast. There's no problem with StreamYard. It's just that I'll have dinner and then join you next sprint. We'll see you then. Gotta go. Sunday night blues. Gotta start 6 a.m. Oh no, so early. Well, hopefully I have a good night's sleep. And hopefully we'll see you in the next round or in our next reading sprints. Hopefully that's less chaotic than this one. Okay, reading updates. Do you have any? Because I have a tiny reading update. I don't have a lot.
Well, things are starting to pick up finally. So there's that. Things are getting interesting, and it's I like it so far. I don't know about it. Like, there's just something magnetic about this
Hmm.
story. Like, I feel like there's so much still to unpack, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to guess how maybe it's going to have like a very cliche ending. So I'm trying not to expect so much. So I'm trying to like lower my expectations by like, okay, maybe it's going to have like a cheesy ending to this, like because the author is really working the connections right now. Like, oh, this and that. They actually know this person, whatever, whatever.
Mm. But do you have like a star rating so far in mind?
I think it's going to be a 4 so far.
Oh, not bad.
It's a 4 so far. Because, like, it's picking up steam and it reads like a movie in my head. Like, the way that it's just written, it's like this slow, steady pace of, like, okay, something's gonna happen. So, it's good so far. I like it.
That's good to know. I read until page 82, so like 10 pages or less than even 7 pages. But so far, I I think now that I'm 82 pages in, almost 100, I feel like I sort of have a good idea of what the main plot is, and there's a lot of like subplots, and I'm really excited because it feels like it's really setting up for something big to happen later on. And I can see that there's so many strands that the author is like laying that we're gonna like unveil and follow later on. But there's so many names, and so you know how it's like the Western type of like kingdoms where there's the Duke of this, the Duke of that, the Duchess.
Oh.
And it's like they have both East and West. So for the Western side, there's like he's the granddaughter of this, and he was married to this. I'm like,
We
like
need
I
to have
started.
a chart. We need to
I know
have.
I started making one. I started making one just on my computer, just a mind map of sorts, like of okay,
Mm.
who's married to who's secretly married to who, and who's all like who's spying as this and that. I feel like I need that. But
And
the
how far are
glossary
you in again? 8%? 9%?
82 is about 10%. 82 is around a
Ooh.
little less than 10%. Um Here, hi Sai, welcome back to the sprints. Done with Veiled. Okay, because we have this, I'm just
Ooh. Just in time.
the book setting
The
up
only
for more
upside that
books.
came with this new streaming platform.
Yes, the only. The book is setting up for more books in the series. Well, what are your thoughts? Well, you have your book tour stuff, so I'll probably know your thoughts then. But I'm kind of like very curious now that I'm seeing a lot more of this series because it seems like there's a lot of like threads and a lot of things happening. And I don't think I've ever seen a locally published book that's like this, that's published like this. So very curious about this one. So many names in priority, but only the iconic ones
Mm,
will remain impactful in the long run. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't need to. I just have to have like
remember.
a vivid remembrance of the names, but I don't need to like memorize them. There's not gonna be an exam. But so far, it's really good. Like it doesn't like the way it's written. It's not boring. Like I'm really hooked. It for some reason in my head, some of the characters I'm thinking of them as what's that show? With John Blackthorne. What's the name of that show? Uh, wait, let me
Which
search.
one?
It's like John Blackthorne.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's in Shogun. Okay, it's the Shogun show.
Ah, Shogun. I
For
haven't
some reason,
watched
I
or read that
think
yet.
the guy in Shogun is one of the characters here, just because of like how he is. But yeah, but so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm excited. It's dense, but it's good. Do you think you'll how far you'll do you think you'll get to like close to the end of the book in the last two sprints?
Right now I'm at 61. So maybe my goal is 75 for our next
Percent?
two sprints. Yeah, 75%. It doesn't show the page actually. So I guess if it's an e arc, it only shows the location and how
Uh
many minutes or hours I have left on the book.
left. Yeah. Thinking of picking up my
99?
99th read of the year,
Damn.
finishing the last one. So close to 100. Do you have like a reading goal, Sai, um or do you not do that? Do you have a reading goal?
I think right now I'm aiming for 60, but on Goodreads,
Very
my goal
loose.
was like 24. I was like, okay, at
Ah,
least two books a month
yeah,
is not so bad.
yeah. Well, you're way past your goal, so I'm gonna.
That's why you minimize. That's why you minimize your goals. So when you go over it, you feel so
You
accomplished.
feel great.
Girl, you're packing up all of your all of your bullets.
So what's your 99th read, Sai? What do you plan on reading with
Maybe
us
a
for the last two?
romance? The cleanse, the fantasy.
Maybe. I usually set 50 books yearly, but I always read whenever I get stressed at work. So, what's up with my 2024 workload to have my goal doubled. That's kind of interesting that you read more when you're more stressed. Whereas I feel like with some people, they read less because they're stressed with work. Because they just want to like lay down and rot. That's kind of interesting. And I guess that's a good thing for you that work has been stressful? Question mark. It's a good thing for your reading. I am gonna start setting up the third sprint. Let us know, Sai, what you're gonna be reading while I do this. This is not the most intuitive way of doing this. Okay. Transition. Hi. Okay, we have 39 minutes left no yap timer. But oh, Kat is back. Hi, Kat. Welcome back. Are you gonna continue the same book that you're reading? Or what are you reading again? Also Veiled. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then I'm picking up God's Ashes. I've been curious about this book because I like the cover of this
I
book,
heard only good things for
of
like
that book.
God's actress. Yeah, so far.
Okay, I am gonna start the next reading sprint just in time for our chat timer. See you in half an hour. Hopefully, I get more reading done this time. Ooh,
Hello again.
how was the? I think that's the fourth reading sprint, right?
Yeah, it's a fourth.
How
I
was
got to
it?
67%. So
Ooh.
I think I will get to my 75% goal.
Is it still in the 4-star range?
Yeah, because like things are getting juicier. Like
Wait, what's the
the
setting of
reveals,
it?
the setting.
Yeah, like what is it? Um, U.S. Britain? Is it
Yeah, it's
present?
in the US because like it's the scene of the crime is in East Hamptons. So
Mm, US, yeah.
and like going back to New York and East
Mhm.
Hampton and stuff. So that's a setting.
It's
And
present day.
it's
Present day, like,
is it actually
or
present day?
it's not important.
I
Basically.
think wait. I think it's 20. I forgot. I'm trying
Mm.
to like remember
Like,
because like there are mentions of the pandemic. There are mentions of the
mm,
pandemic and that years ago. So I think it is present because
mm.
like they were showing the previous events, like the past events, what happened before, like they were wearing masks, whatever, and that was years ago. So I think it is the present. How far are you in Priory?
I am page 98, almost to my 100
Ooh.
page. I think my goal was 100. Yeah, let's just say it's 100, almost to my 100 page goal. And it's really interesting so far. We have the first in this world. I think one of the things that I didn't know was that it not only had dragons, it had everything. Like it has like what worms, like all of the different, I guess, mythical creatures. It's present here. It's not just dragons. It's so interesting
As
because
in like
it's,
wolves.
yeah. There's like wolves mixed with a serpent, and then there's like a lot of things that they're called like the draconic army or something like that. And it's kind of interesting how it's like it's such a robust world even from just the first 98 pages. Yeah, I'm
First
really
98 and
first 98. Yes. How many percent is that? 98 divided by 830.
is it
7.8.
11? Oh.
I just move up a percentage since last print. Kat is still reading Veiled. Medyo bored ako kanina, but hopefully it picks up. Well, did it pick up? Because I think this comment was from earlier, from right when we started the sprint. Hopefully it did. And you're back again. So, did it pick up? Did the book that you're reading, did Veiled pick up? I've read 13 pages, which
Mm.
is actually between kind of struggling with engaging myself, but I really hope it gets better later on. Is it a continuation of the first book, or is it following like different characters, or is it like a completely? Is it like a shoot off? What's it called? Offshoot from the main story. So I'm like curious about how it's structured.
Oops.
Do you think you're gonna read the book even after our reading sprint, or
I think so. I think so. Like, it's kind of hard to pinpoint why or how I'm liking the
mm,
thriller book right now. Mostly because, like, I think it's well written. Like, it's it really puts me, even though it's in like third. Wait, is it third? Yeah, third person POV. It's easy to like differentiate the characters
mm,
and their possible motives and stuff, and it gets juicier the more that the author reveals their past, and it's more of like it just makes sense. Like, okay, this isn't just for the sake of having a plot twist in this
Uh,
chapter or like having a cliffhanger, but it like just ties it together neatly.
do you think I like it? Sounds like a well sort of plotted, written mystery. Is it more
I
mystery,
think
right?
it will.
Rather
It's more the mystery, and it's simple. It depends on how it's gonna end. It depends on if
mm,
it's gonna have a cliche ending or whatever.
yeah.
Because I'm just very curious how it's going to play right now. Like, there's really just one possible suspect right
Mhm.
now, but it's not showing. There's a possible motive there, but it's not in her personality or it's not tying up with the timeline that she could have done it or whatever. So, very curious how this would play out. I hope it's gonna be good.
Is that the only book you're reading right now, or are you also in the middle of other books?
I mean, I haven't finished reading Sikihor, so
Mm. But those are like
the
short
November
stories.
book of the month. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not making me want to finish
Yeah,
Sikihor. Maybe I'm not in the mood for short stories
short
right now.
stories.
Maybe I'm in the mood for just one cohesive
Yeah,
long story.
yeah. It's following the other characters from the main timeline. Oh, that's interesting. Usually you get like the main books first, and then every now and then you get the novella. But this book seems like,
Spin-offs.
yeah, the spin-offs usually happen a little bit later on. But seems like for this one we have the spin-off directly after the first book. Interesting. That I'm gonna set up for our final reading sprint.
That was quick. It's
Yeah,
already
I know.
final.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I'm yawning. I'm like, okay.
Transition. Ooh, what happened there? Why are we in the middle of the screen? Let me try that again. Why are we in the middle of the screen? Okay. What is going on? Ah, okay. There you go.
Right in time. Right on time with
Yes.
the.
With our app timer. Okay. Happy reading, everyone.
Reading.
Hello, everyone.
Hello again.
A jump scare for everyone. That was the final sprint of tonight.
I got to my goal of 75%. So, yay for me. You're gonna miss the streaming service. You're gonna miss this when you go back to
No,
StreamYard.
I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna just gonna make it manually. I'm gonna have something there, my phone playing the air horns.
Unless StreamYard actually has
And
some.
I think you can add stuff. Like if you're on a pro, you can add sound clips and stuff that you can play. But I haven't really. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. For now, I'm just gonna use the 7 day trial that I paid for, but will refund later.
I guess you can cancel it right after
Yeah,
this.
7 day trial. I can cancel it, so I definitely will because I'm not paying that much. For me, I made it to page 112, and I actually stopped at like a very exciting part of the story.
Hmm.
All the first 100 pages is just like setting up the world, what the thing with the dragons are, and the draconic plague and whatever. And then now we're starting at the first kind of first exciting thing, I guess, exciting event that happened that they did not expect to happen. So very exciting. Like I don't think there was like a lull moment, even if it was just setting up the world. So I can see why people said that once you just start it, you're gonna be hooked. Can definitely agree with that. Hi Scorpio. I read another 30 pages. Woo!
Ooh.
Goodness. The weird thing
Having
is
a
that
large audience.
yeah, it's so long. It's a 6 second sound clip. I made it to 75% of my book. Thank you very much for the sprint. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for today's sprint.
Thank you,
I know it was a
Scorpio.
bit chaotic, it was a bit all over the place. But thank you for hanging out with us still. Hopefully, the next sprint isn't as chaotic. Well, speaking of the next sprint, the next one is going to be on Pam Shenanigan's channel, but I actually don't know yet when that will be. We will plan it out and see because I know that December is a very busy time for everyone.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to figure out what time works best for us. But the next one will be at Pam Shenanigans channel. So we're gonna be back to StreamYard. But
Yes,
I
because
also sorry, go ahead.
even when I was the one who hosted the last sprint, StreamYard was already warning me that I have like last 10 hours or whatever.
Yeah, 10
But it already renewed for like
hours.
the last week of November, I think.
Yeah. Kat read 30 pages. Finished the night at page
Yay!
80. Woo-hoo. Wait, I'm gonna give
Clap.
a twinkle.
Because you deserve it.
Yes, you deserve a twinkle sound effect. Um, Thank you for the sprints as always, of course. So I am also gonna be hosting another read along sprint on when did I schedule it? I don't know yet. I think it's gonna be on Tuesday. But we'll see. I have 120 pages left. Wish me luck. Well, I think you can do
You
it.
have a deadline, so
You will probably do it because you have a
yeah.
deadline. Do you have anything you want to share? Any upcoming things aside from the sprint?
None from me, aside from the sprints. Definitely you. You have some
Yes,
to
I have.
promote.
I have Bookmas. So I've been doing Bookmas since December 1st. So basically, just daily reading vlogs, like what I read that day. The most recent one that went up like at the start of the sprints. So if you want to check out just like very chill daily reading vlogs, then you can see my Bookmas. Hopefully, I can keep it up until the 24th. But we'll see. But yeah,
Maybe you
thank
should
you.
reward yourself. If you finish Bookmas, you can
I'm gonna buy
buy
24
two
books.
books. Not 24. If it's 24, you're definitely gonna like finish
Like,
that.
okay, I'm gonna post even if it's like a minute, a minute vlog.
Like reward
Uh,
yourself with a book or two.
Loving our bookman series. I have 2 episodes to catch up on. I know, even for me, I'm like, sometimes I'm thinking, is posting every day too much, because I can barely catch up on other
Mm.
creators because a lot of them are posting a lot. So I'm like, maybe if next time, maybe every day is a bit of an overkill, especially since it's not like I do anything different every single day. I just do the same things again and again. I'm
But
actually
at
running
least
things to
it
do.
tells the algorithm that you're active,
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah,
works for works for you.
hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much again, everyone, for joining us today. I hope we'll see you again in the next reading sprint. Have
Yes.
a good night, everyone.
Thanks everyone. Bye.